Hello, or Kalimera in Greek. Welcome to Rhodes, a stunning island where rich history, breathtaking landscapes, and vibrant culture collide.
In this video, we'll guide you through the best beaches and must-see places in Rhodes while sharing some fascinating legends about the island's past. We'll also include a hidden gem location that many tourists don't know about and often miss, so kick back and enjoy the entire selection.
Our journey begins at Mandraki Harbour, an idyllic marina filled with remnants of a bygone era. Feel the maritime atmosphere as you stroll along the beautiful waterfront promenades. Take in the sights of bustling docks, luxurious yachts, and historic windmills. This enchanting harbor was once home to the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Imagine a bronze statue towering 108 feet, or about 33 meters high, welcoming ships as they sailed through its mighty legs into the harbor. The statue represented Helios, the ancient god of the sun and the protector of this island. Helios played a crucial role in the myth surrounding Rhodes' creation, which we will talk about later on in the video.
Next, we head to Kalithea Springs, a breathtaking destination known for its beautiful beach and stunning architecture. The site features impressive columns, domes, and mosaic floors that reflect the rich history of this ancient spa, creating a true Mediterranean vibe, perfect for relaxation and photography. Immerse yourself in the warm waters while soaking up the tranquil surroundings. It's no surprise that this beach is the only one in Rhodes where you have to purchase a €5 ticket just to enter. The sunbeds and umbrellas cost extra, and the food is accordingly pricey. But here's a pro tip for budget travelers. Despite being 20 minutes away from the town, delivery apps like Wolt operate here. So, instead of spending over €30 on a meal, you can have it delivered to the beach for just €4 to €5 and savor it on your sunbed while enjoying a front-row sea view.
Now, let's flutter over to Butterfly Valley, a woodland oasis that feels like stepping into a fairy tale. This stunning natural reserve is home to thousands of butterflies during the summer months, creating a colorful spectacle as they dance through the air. While exploring the walking trails, feast your eyes on intricate wing patterns amidst the natural serenity. As you stroll along the shaded paths, you'll encounter lush greenery, charming wooden bridges, and small waterfalls that create a peaceful environment. In addition to the butterflies as the main attraction, this magical park is also home to a variety of wildlife species. So, don't forget your camera. Butterfly Valley is a paradise for outdoor lovers and photographers alike. While most parts of Rhodes are accessible by bus, it's much more convenient to rent a car to reach this spot. We've put a link in the description to help you find car rentals for as cheap as €30, and with a car you can visit multiple locations in the same day.
Moving on to Elli Beach, undoubtedly the best beach in Rhodes Town. This vibrant beach is not just about sunbathing, it's a hub of activity with many popular beach bars. One of its standout features is the famous concrete diving board that beckons thrill seekers to leap into the refreshing waters below. As one of the most eastern points in all of Greece, this is the first spot that sees the sunrise each morning, which is fitting since Rhodes is often called the Island of the Sun. This nickname is rooted in the origin story of Rhodes. According to the ancient myth, when Zeus was dividing land among the gods, he forgot Helios, the god of the sun. Angered, Helios threatened to withhold the sunrise the next morning. To appease him and avoid this trouble, Zeus created a completely new island. When the land rose out of the sea, the majestic island of Rhodes was born. The new island was so beautiful that it pleased and calmed Helios, and ever since he's been shining upon it slightly brighter than anywhere else on Earth.
Our next stop is Tsambika Beach, the #1 sandy beach on the island. Feel the soft, golden sand beneath your feet as you stroll along the shoreline. A gentle, shallow entrance to the water makes this beach a perfect spot for families with kids. Building intriguing sandcastles seems to be the main activity here. There are also a few large inflatable water parks. And for the more adventurous, Tsambika offers exciting water sports and activities like parasailing. Don't miss the large boulder painted in the colors of the Greek flag, making it a cool photo background. Keep your eyes peeled, as this is one of several places where you can spot wild goats roaming the steep cliffs that surround the beach edges. At one of the upcoming sites, we came face to face with these wild goats with large horns, but we'll come to that story later in the video.
Now we arrive at Epta Piges, also known as Seven Springs, a charming place surrounded by a lush, almost untouched forest, which provides a cool retreat from the summer sun. Here, you'll find peacocks strutting around freely, adding a splash of color to the serene landscape. To reach the springs, you'll need to pass through a narrow, dark underground tunnel filled with running water, so we recommend going barefoot to enhance the excitement of this unique adventure. As you emerge from the tunnel, you'll be greeted by the tranquil sounds of the springs and the soothing natural environment. It's a perfect spot to take a deep breath and enjoy a moment of reflection of both the lake and yourself. If you already got value from this video, please hit the subscribe button.
Next on our list is Lindos, the white pearl of Rhodes, with its gorgeous beaches, traditional white settlement, and a monumental hilltop acropolis. Visiting Lindos is an unforgettable all-day experience. Start your day bathing on one of Lindos's 2 beaches. While the city beach is lovely, we highly recommend St. Paul's Bay as a more attractive option. Its natural beauty is exceptionally well preserved, having been closed to the general public for a long time, allowing it to maintain much of its pristine charm. At this spot is where we encountered a couple of wild goats. Despite their name, they were actually very meek and adorable, wanting to even eat grass from our hands. After a nice swim at St. Paul's Bay, and taking a selfie with a billy goat if you're lucky, it is time to start your ascent through the cobbled, narrow streets of the authentic white village. There's a variety of small shops around every corner. Consider dressing up in traditional Greek attire for a full local feel. If you're visiting with kids, there's even an option to ride a donkey to the top, which is a can't-miss experience for the young ones. And for those who choose to climb on foot, make sure to bring water and comfortable shoes. The ascent is not really flip-flop friendly. Once you hike your way above the village and reach the top, you'll enter the fortress stronghold. The outer walls are medieval in construction, but as you climb higher up, the history rewinds further back to the ancient ruins of the Lindos Acropolis. Although not as well preserved as the Acropolis in Athens, many argue that Lindos is even more beautiful, as it is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides. The views from the top are nothing short of spectacular, making it hard to beat a picture taken in this spot. After returning down, rest your feet at one of the many rooftop cafes. Enjoy a refreshing drink while watching the sunset paint mesmerizing colors on the white village canvas.
Heading over to Quinn Bay, one of the most beautiful beaches in Rhodes. The carved rocky sea bottom makes it an ideal snorkeling destination where you can explore vivid marine life. The bay was named after the actor Anthony Quinn, who fell in love with this stunning spot while filming a popular movie in the 1960s. Write in the comments if you know which movie it was. As a must-visit place in Rhodes, the only downside to Quinn Bay is that it can get overcrowded, especially in peak season. But here's a tip on how to avoid the crowds. Position your towels at nearby Lindos Bay, just 30 meters away on the other side of the parking lot. From there, you can easily access both bays, choosing which side you want to swim on. We recommend enjoying the best of both worlds.
Now, let's immerse ourselves in the historical marvel of Rhodes Old Town. Being one of the best preserved medieval cities in Europe, Rhodes Old Town represents a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As you wander through the cobbled streets and admire the stunning stone architecture, you can almost hear whispers of tales about brave knights who once fought for this castle. It's not just history buffs who get drawn here. In the evening, the streets come alive with many shops and cozy cafes embedded in charming half-timber buildings. In the bustling markets, you can find anything from souvenirs to textiles, pottery, and jewelry handmade by the local craftsmen. Make sure that your leisurely stroll takes you to the Palace of the Grand Master, a monumental fortification that used to function as the headquarters of the Knights Hospitaller who once ruled the island. The palace houses a fascinating museum showcasing antique furniture, knights' armor, and ancient mosaics. Check the link in the description for tickets to this and many other attractions in Rhodes. On certain nights, you might even stumble upon free classical music concerts held in the palace courtyard, adding an extra layer of magic to your evening. The medieval ambiance transports us back in time to the captivating legend about the Dragon of Rhodes. In the 14th century, a fearsome dragon was said to lurk in the nearby swamps, causing trouble for local farmers by devouring their cattle. A brave knight named Dagozon ventured forth, ultimately slaying the dragon and freeing the villagers from its terror. He proudly hung the dragon's skull on the town gates as a trophy of his victory. Little did the medieval folks know that the skull was actually from a crocodile. This clever deception helped Dagozon rise to power, eventually becoming the Grand Master. And the supposed dragon's skull remained on display for centuries until 1837, becoming a fascinating part of the island's lore.
Before we reveal which of the last two locations is the aforementioned hidden gem, here are some honorable mentions that you might want to visit. First up is a cruise to Simi Island. Although it is a separate island, it's most commonly visited via boat tours that depart from Rhodes. With its clear waters and beautiful environment, Simi is well worth the trip. Be sure to choose a tour that includes a swimming stop at the gorgeous St. George Bay. The second honorable mention is Prasonisi, located at the southernmost tip of Rhodes. Here, the Aegean and Mediterranean seas meet from both sides, leaving only a narrow strip of land above the water level. This secluded sandy beach is a favorite among kite surfers due to the constantly high winds. Unfortunately, on your way to Prasonisi, you may notice the devastation left by recent wildfires on the island. Let us know in the comments if you'd like us to make a video about which Greek islands are most often affected by wildfires and where you can stay to avoid them.
A less widely known gem we promised to mention earlier is the old village center of Koskinou. One of the oldest villages in Rhodes, Koskinou has maintained its authenticity. The houses are painted in a variety of vivid colors, adorned with unique doorways and corners overgrown with vines, providing many picturesque spots. While navigating through the narrow streets, you'll notice a high population of friendly and playful domestic cats. Click the thumbs up if you are a cat lover too. After exploring the labyrinth of mosaically colored buildings, satisfy your appetite with a traditional Greek meal at one of the local taverns. For starters, we recommend a Rhodes specialty, pitaroudia, which are savory fritters made from chickpeas, potatoes, and various herbs and spices, often served with tzatziki or a fresh salad. And for the main dish, consider trying kleftiko, a slow-cooked lamb marinated with garlic and lemon, traditionally cooked in parchment to keep it tender and flavorful. The tastes of Greece await you here.
Finally, we saved the best for last. Oasis Beach is the ultimate all-in-one seaside spot, nestled among fascinating boulder formations. An attractive beach bar perched beneath the cliff offers refreshing drinks, while from the higher sunbeds, you can enjoy an undisturbed view of the bright blue sea. While snorkeling here, we were lucky enough to spot a cute sea turtle, adding an unexpected delight to our day. There's even a small chapel tucked inside a cave, with colorful icons glowing softly in the dim light. But what truly sets Oasis Beach apart is the spontaneous daytime parties. Without any prior announcement, the DJ begins to play popular beats, and before you know it, everyone is dancing and having the time of their lives. To catch full scenes of Oasis Beach and get tips on where to party in Rhodes, check out our next video on screen now. See you there!